Hello and thank you for viewing this video. I'm going to give you the lowdown of why you want to go to trader instead of selling to the butcher for the majority of the things that you gather while you're out hunting. I ran some numbers from what I know and the experience I've had. I'm a level 20 trader. I'm actually max level on all roles across the board, so I have some experience here. You can see at the top right there, see it said 5 units of materials added. Okay, that's not supplies. When you go on a supply run, you actually get materials too. I'm going to end another mission in the background here, and you're going to see at the top, it's going to say 20 materials added. See, it says the supplies were delivered, and then it says 20 units of materials added. Materials are what you donate to crypts. Materials are from your carcasses that you turn in. Anything that you give to crypts is materials. So when you go on a supply run, you actually loot materials. That makes going on a supply run way more lucrative when it comes down to selling your other carcasses. Because on a supply run, you see the numbers I've broken down here, you make 4 supply runs per 100 item delivery. And on each of those supply runs, you're going to get either 5, 10, or 20 materials per run, so long as your materials are not already full. So it's important when you go out and fill your materials up, you don't fill them up past about 80%, so that way when you do a supply run, you'll be eligible to get that return on your materials. And by getting that return on your materials, that's going to reduce the number of materials that you need to go out and hunt for by 46.67 on average per 100 item delivery. So then you're only going to have to go out and farm 153.3 materials for your $500 or $625 return. And then you can see the math there. I broke it down. So then, like in the green, that's if you're gathering materials. In the blue, for example, would be if you just fill your materials up and you go make a supply run, you never get that material bonus. Those are just the cold hard numbers without the averages of materials that you can get back on the supply runs. That's if you farm all 200 materials per 100 item delivery. And then over on the far right with the purple, that's if you just buy your supplies. You don't get any return for doing a supply run in materials. You farm all your materials and you just spend $20 to buy supplies. That's what you end up getting there. And you can see on the far left where it's green, where you're actually doing supply runs, you can exceed 500% on a carcass versus what you would get selling it to the butcher by going through the trade profession. And that's only if you risk it and do a long delivery, the $625 delivery. If you want to go safe and only do the $500 delivery, then you still can exceed 400% compared to selling to the butcher. These numbers are cold hard facts. This isn't any speculation. I mean, the only possible speculation is saying that you get 5, 10, or 20 materials per run. It is possible. I haven't experienced all the possible returns there. I don't know, there might be a 15, there might be a 0. But so far, all I've got is 5, 10, and 20. So I just used from what is my experience to come up with those numbers, and I think they're pretty sound. And I want to mention one other thing is the 3-star carcasses get such a big boost because of the efficiency perk you get as a trader in order to get a larger return on your 3-star carcasses when you give them to crypts. Now, there are some things that just definitely aren't worth selling to the butcher because I believe that they are bugged, like hawk feathers, eagle feathers, condor feathers, spoonbill feathers, heron feathers, sandhill crane feathers. You know, feathers of that nature, the materials you get for them is only 0.09, the same as a flight feather. I expect we're going to see a fix for that down the road. So if you're plucking feathers from birds, it's still better to take those to the butcher than it is to sell them to crypts. Other than that, you're probably going to be better off for the most part giving your stuff to crypts. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Thanks for viewing. I really hope this helped you out. Thanks for commenting, subscribing, liking, sharing. Especially thank you to everyone who's joined and donated. I really appreciate you all. I'll catch you next time. Until then, happy hunting and happy trails.